Lewis Hamilton has just delivered a truly remarkable performance in the sprint qualifying session at the Chinese Grand Prix. Not only has he clinched his first ever pole position with Ferrari, but he has also shattered the lap record at the Shanghai International Circuit. This is the kind of moment that both Hamilton and Ferrari fans have long anticipated, a defining achievement that places him at the very front of the grid, narrowly ahead of his longtime rival Max Verstappen by just 0.018 seconds. Heading into this weekend, few would have predicted Ferrari to be in the fight for pole, let alone Hamilton himself. His debut race in Australia was far from ideal, marred by a lack of pace, communication struggles with his engineer, and a disappointing result that had many questioning whether his transition from Mercedes to Ferrari would be smooth at all. Critics were already raising doubts about Ferrari's competitiveness against Red Bull and McLaren this season, and some even speculated that Hamilton might struggle to match the performance of his teammate, Charles Leclerc. However, in Shanghai, Hamilton has completely turned the narrative around in spectacular fashion. His lap time of 1 minute 3.84 seconds is not just the fastest of the weekend so far, but also a new all-time record at the circuit, surpassing previous benchmarks and proving that Ferrari possesses serious speed when conditions are right. This achievement is historic on multiple levels. It marks Hamilton's first pole position since 2023, his first with Ferrari, and makes him the first driver over 40 years old to take pole since Nigel Mansell in 1994. Additionally, he becomes the first British Ferrari driver to secure pole since 1990, adding yet another milestone to his already legendary career. Before we break down the incredible details of Hamilton's stunning pole position and what it means for the Chinese Grand Prix, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss any updates on everything happening in Formula One. With Hamilton's record-breaking lap and Ferrari's unexpected resurgence, this could be the beginning of something major, and you won't want to miss any of it. Stay tuned as we analyze the key moments, reactions, and what's next for the seven-time champion. What makes this result even more impressive is the context in which it has arrived. Hamilton's early struggles in Australia had led to widespread speculation about his ability to adapt to Ferrari's distinct car philosophy and operational approach. Unlike his years at Mercedes, where he had built an almost instinctive connection with his race engineer, Peter Bonington, his collaboration with Ferrari's Riccardo Adami is still in its infancy. The communication difficulties seen in Australia underscored the challenges Hamilton faced in adjusting to his new team, but this pole position suggests that he and Ferrari are beginning to find their rhythm. After the session, even Hamilton admitted he was stunned by the result, saying he never expected Ferrari to be in a position to fight for pole so soon. He was visibly surprised by how competitive they were, especially given that McLaren had displayed such strong form in winter testing and the first race in Australia. McLaren was widely tipped as one of the teams to beat in Shanghai, yet when it mattered most, Hamilton delivered a lap that put him ahead of not only McLaren, but also Verstappen's Red Bull. Hamilton pointed out that one of the key improvements in Shanghai compared to Australia was how comfortable he felt in the car from the outset. That confidence allowed him to extract the maximum performance from the SF25, particularly excelling in the first sector, where he found the crucial time gains that secured pole. While acknowledging that there are still areas for improvement, Hamilton was clearly thrilled to see his name at the top of the leaderboard, describing the moment of parking his car in the P1 slot as incredible, especially in a Ferrari. This result raises several crucial questions about what it could mean for the rest of the weekend and beyond. The immediate impact will be seen in the sprint race itself, where Hamilton will have a genuine opportunity to claim his first victory with Ferrari. However, uncertainties remain, particularly regarding Ferrari's race pace over a longer distance. Hamilton admitted that he has yet to complete a full long run in dry conditions with this car, as Ferrari focused on different aspects during pre-season testing in Bahrain. This means that the sprint race will serve as an important learning experience for both Hamilton and the team. If Ferrari's race pace is strong and Hamilton can maintain his lead, it would send a powerful message to the rest of the grid and be a massive confidence boost heading into Sunday's main Grand Prix. It would demonstrate that Ferrari is not just quick over one lap, but can also compete for wins over a full race distance. However, if Hamilton struggles with tire degradation or race management, It could expose areas where Ferrari still needs to improve in order to consistently challenge Red Bull and McLaren. Beyond just the sprint race, this result has significant implications for the championship picture. If Hamilton and Ferrari can build on this momentum, it could mark the beginning of a legitimate title challenge. Before this weekend, it seemed as though Red Bull and McLaren would dominate the early stages of the season, but Hamilton's pole proves that Ferrari cannot be discounted. This also brings up an interesting dynamic within Ferrari itself. Charles Leclerc has been regarded as the clear team leader in recent years, but Hamilton's performance in China suggests that he is more than capable of assuming that role if given the right circumstances. Leclerc put in a solid effort during sprint qualifying, but was unable to match Hamilton's pace when it mattered most. If Hamilton translates this pole into a strong race result, it will inevitably raise questions about how Ferrari manages its two drivers going forward. Will Leclerc and Hamilton be treated equally, or will Ferrari begin to lean towards one driver based on performance? This could create an intriguing battle within the team as the season progresses. Another key factor to consider is how Hamilton's rivals will react. Verstappen will undoubtedly be eager for revenge in both the sprint and the main Grand Prix. He was incredibly close to Hamilton in qualifying, and with Red Bull's traditionally strong race pace, he remains a serious threat. Meanwhile, McLaren will be looking to bounce back after a somewhat disappointing session, with Oscar Piastri securing third place, but Lando Norris failing to capitalize on his earlier promise. For Hamilton, this pole position is more than just a single achievement. It could be the moment that redefines his season and shifts momentum in his favor. It serves as proof that he still possesses the raw speed to compete at the highest level, even at 40 years old. It also signals that Ferrari has made real progress and that the dream of seeing Hamilton winning in red is now closer to reality than ever before. Now, the big question remains: can Hamilton carry this momentum into the sprint race and, more importantly, the Grand Prix on Sunday? If he can convert this pole into a sprint win, it will send a strong statement to the rest of the grid that Ferrari is back in contention. However, if he struggles, it will highlight the areas Ferrari still needs to address. Do you think Hamilton can hold on to his lead and take victory in the sprint? Could this be the beginning of something truly special in his Ferrari journey? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update on everything happening in Formula One. We'll be back with more analysis, updates, and breaking news from the paddock.